Hey guys, Shaya here and welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this video I'm gonna do a sketchbook tour of this illo sketchbook. I finished it quite fast, to be honest, and I'm happy. I honestly finished it last night when during this video is made, so yeah, I'm very excited, and all those stickers are something that I have drawn digitally and made them as stickers for personal use, and this is something that I sent with my orders, so yeah, my thank you sticker. Anyhow, so let's get started. First of all, I do have to say that I honestly love this this sketchbook. It's awesome, and this is my intro page, and I read my name down. I sincerely do love this one. This was my kind of a study illustration, and I had so much fun making this one last year. So, my welcome to the sketchbook, and of course it's tally because there is never enough tally fan arts out there. So I started on 2nd of December last year, and I finished it last night, which is 24th of March 2022. It was quite a journey, and this is something that I did as a practice, a perspective practice, and I draw this three separate times, and here I use my gray tones over here. I make a swatches over here just to see how they will react to the paper, and it was actually the second day I have opened those sketchbooks, because I have 2 more of these and I'm excited to go in there in those. This is some rooster study. When I there's a funny story about this. It was kind of interesting because I scanned this so I can post it on my Patreon, but for some very strange reason this never came out, so I was forced to take a photo and just to share it there like that. Some random doodles. This is a very fast sketch of landscape. I don't know how I feel about it. I maybe have kind of an art block, so that's why it's like that. It's not very special. But this one, I know this is empty page, but there are a couple of these in the sketchbook. This one I really do like. This is 4 ounce. I use a reference, but I also practice my perspective, and I love how this turned out in the end. It's so awesome. I really do like it. And this is a challenge that started in January from Bran and Amelia the chart. I'm hoping I'm not pronouncing their last name badly, but they had actually prompt lists for January, but I found out for that prompt list like a week and a half, I think, or I started it a week and a half after they announced that they're having a prompt list, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to do my best to do as much as I can in this prompt list. So this is the first one. This is Rewind, and I'm happy because this is for fanfic, but I'm not gonna tell you more now. And this is also a fan art of Detroit Become Human. In this one you can see, I have to give you guys link to my soul sister, aka my best friend. She's doing fanfic, and she used a couple of my sketches and some of my digital fan arts of Detroit Becoming Human, so I will give you guys links into the description below so you can read it. And I'm very excited because it's ultra interesting, but anyhow, I'm not gonna go there. You have to go see it, read it, and if you haven't played the game, please play the game. It's very, very interesting and very awesome. So this is something else, again inspired from Detroit Becoming Human. Reflection, can we live in peace? The androids and the human head. I think it turned out cool. And the fourth day is golden, but I add golden gun because this is a hunter from Destiny 2. I kind of rush it, but I kind of like the whole idea of having black in a popping out color to bring it more cohesively. And let's be honest, I play as a hunter in Destiny 2, so I'm very leaning to that, but I don't play too much with golden gun in general. So this over here is Sprouts. This is fan art that I am so happy the way it turned out. This is inspired from WALL-E, Disney movie. It's so cute, so amazing, and directive to be, I know, this is my interpretation of the word on the prompt of this one, so yeah. And this is winter sports. I actually love winter sports, and they're kind of rushed, but my whole idea was just to do something very differently. And I like how this turns out in general. They're very clean, but it's not only to fulfill the space, but just to have the movement and just to have fun. And honestly, I want to try snowboarding. I haven't tried that, so I'm kind of eager to try one day. This is the prompt Dream, and I really do like how this one turned out. And of course I'm having my neon colors over here, and I like the idea of flying with the paper planes. It's looking kind of interesting, like she's dreaming and she's flying, and the whole concept of this, I really do like it. I may actually try to recreate this one in my digital art style digitally, but I didn't have the time currently to do so because at one point I had a brutal art block and I haven't touched the sketchbooks or my Wacom tablet or anything to draw too much. It was kind of forcing. And the 8th prompt is adventure, and what better adventure from World of the Rings. So yeah, very simplistic, very getting into the mood of this. And healing. This is a very interesting one. This is also from Detroit Become Human fan art. I made Connor a bit pop up, like a little bit buff, but still. So his hair is hurt, and then he is in cyberlife to be repaired. So yeah, I kind of rushed this one, but if I didn't rush it, I think I will make it much better. Bugs, and this is also fan art, but this is my OC, original character. I drew something like that. I was challenged, I think in 2019, I'm not sure, I can't remember. I'd have to check out so I can tell you, but I was challenged in a live stream to draw myself as an android, and I was with the purple hair back then, so this is the original, and I elevated a bit more so I can be kind of me, kind of not me, and to have this bugs, and she's having the different colors. So yeah, I really do like that one, but I cannot tell you more. You can have to read the fanfic 1 point. Hint, hint. Anyhow, this is asymmetrical. This is very unusual for me to draw something like that because I'm not in asymmetrical style to draw, but I kinda like it how it turns out. It was very out of my comfort zone, so I like the challenge. Tranquility. This is a fan art from Overwatch version. I really do like how this one turns out, and it was quite funny and quite relaxing to draw this one. I really do like it. Vision. I was point out that this one is actually looking like the Vex from Destiny 2, but my whole idea was to draw the Vision, the Soulstone, Soulstone, and yeah, but it turned out to be two things at once, which is kind of cool. And Oddity, the prompt is protomolecule sample. Yes, I do watch The Expanse, I do like it, and I can't wait for next season, hopefully, soon. So yeah, that's my Oddity. And for nostalgia, I remember when I was playing Mario World, and I combined two different levels, and this is it. It's kind of a mixed media. I have here those markers from Ecoline and also pencils, because I think it's looking more pleasing and more like combining with new and notes, because I like it how it turns out. It's kind of fun. And for Horizon, I choose to draw Eloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. I drew Eloy a bit older, but also in my art style, and I drew part of the scenery. So I think it's combining from the both, and yeah, I think it turned out great, at least. But very simple, kind of like a ink, combining ink with colors, like my Inktober's that I'm doing. So yeah, and this one is one of my favorites, honestly, because it's Assassin's Creed Unity. When I saw the prompt Unity, I was like, okay, I don't care, I'm gonna draw Assassin's Creed Unity fan art, and this is it. It's also a perspective, and I wanted to be cohesive with the team, because in my mind, when I hear about Unity, the game, I'm thinking about blue, red, white, and I just wanted to combine it to have that feeling of calm in a way, but also to be recognizable. So that's why I drew it like that, and I love to draw with color pencil and then add details with my microns. Just saying, they're actually new and they're very, very good. And oh, this one is kind of cute. We have a cute animal and beast. I combined both of this together, Charmander and Charizard, because cute animal, look at how cute he is, and then when he's growing up, you're just getting a beast, because he can be very, very angry. And I know this is not the typical animal that you draw, but I think it's kind of a combining together and my interpretation of those two prompts. This is a very simple and something that I actually don't do very much. I don't draw with pencils, I mean like pens, ball pen, and I wanted to try something else because I wanted to be simple. And for the rest, the prompt rest for me is beach day. Honestly, I live next to the beach, and this is kind of my idea of rest. So yeah, for barbecue, yeah, you see that. And for boom boom from any kind of comics that is combining this. For Frozen, I didn't have anything in the idea, I just left it out like that. And for obstacles, I did that one. And this is kind of me. Well, actually it's me because I have those two next to my eye. And I think every artist is having those kind of obstacles, like find a real job, is that your art, ha ha ha, you can't do this, if you know it's not good enough, that's not the job, you can do this as a hobby, that is garbage, you can do much better. Artists are lazy dreamers, and all those stuffs. And I think this is a very brutal obstacle that I think every young artist and every artist in general, no matter the progress that they're doing, are facing those stuff. Because when you say I'm an artist, I'm a full-time artist, people are like yeah, really, so you're not doing anything. But actually it's not that. So for the next prompt I have Evolution VMAX, but I tried to draw Pichu, Pikachu and Raichu, but I didn't like it, so I left it and I'm just leaving it like that. I think it's okay to not draw something that you don't feel like it to draw it. And for Keras, I draw this cute little thing. I love cats. I just love cats a lot. And for awkwardness, I had kind of some ideas, but I also didn't want to draw them, so I left it like that. And maybe at one point when I'm having the right mood to draw it, just to go back here to reopen this and revisit this sketchbook and just draw it over here. For craving, of course, a cake, chocolate cake. Nom nom nom. So, next one is retirement. I think for me, a retirement is I love good music. That's why I write it down here on good music. And I remember having a tape like that, cassette, and just listen it with the good music. And for me, this is kind of a retirement. Liquid. This is my interpretation of liquid for this prompt, and I like it how this turned out. I shared it in a social media a couple of days ago, maybe a week ago, I don't know, I can't remember. But this is after the prompt is finished. This are drawn, this I think it was drawn in February and this is drawn in March. So when I started doing the prompt list, I said that I probably not gonna finish in time, but I have written down all of the prompts in the sketchbook so I can revisit them and do it when I'm in the mood to draw them, to be honest. Over here there is something in the prompt list that I don't want to share because for this one I have a particular idea, but I didn't have the time to do so, and I'm left it like that. So that's it. But here, this is something that I draw one night, late sketch after midnight, and this is one of the postcards that I'm sent actually. English, Shaya, English. Yeah. This is a postcard that I actually sent to my Patreons, just to point out I love you guys, my Patreons, you're amazing. Thank you so much for everything and for your support and kind words. It just really means a lot. So this is one of a couple that I have sent. I think a lot, but anyhow. And over here I have very raw ideas of something that I have in my mind, that I saw it in my mind, and I just vision it. I just have to lay it down in a paper just to get the idea out of my head, and to revisit it and trying to do it digitally, because I think this idea that I'm having in my mind will be looking much better if I draw it digitally. And to the next page, this one, if you remember, I have a video when I first got this sketchbook. I just open it up and draw this my ecolines. I have an extra marker over here from this ecoline brush pens, and I really do like them, how they turn out, and the colors are very pleasing to the eyes, which for me is very important. And not only for me, just, you know, aesthetics. And over here some other tests that I did for some of the markers that I have. This is actually from one of the sketchbooks that I reused and kind of cut the paper because I needed an extra paper. Don't worry, it's not a sketchbook that I bought, it's a sketchbook that I actually made for myself, me sewing it up. And I didn't want to lose this one, so I cut it and just place it over here. And this one I did it in a live stream because over here I had a brutal art block and I need to get myself back into the groove of drawing. So yeah, over here is something is a very interesting idea. Just some random blobs of colors and draw on top of them with markers, not paying too much attention, just to lay out and just to get back into the drawing in general. And to be honest, drawing in general have to be freedom and you have to have fun. So this is one of very interesting and cool idea to just have fun. And it's also from brush pen ecoline like this, but I write it down here which color that I use. I think it's cool. This is a sketch that I drew in a random paper and I like it. I think I will do this digitally at one point, I hope soon, before I didn't start it, but I want to start it. This one is a PlayStation girl, a sticker. I drew that I think 2 years ago, maybe 3, I don't remember. But this is gonna be a sticker to my Patreons. So yeah, I'm sending stickers and postcards and other stuff like that. So over here is my swatches from my Copic markers. I definitely need to resupply some of the colors that I'm using. I use a lot of those pale aqua, robin ink blue, and definitely this one, pale lavender, is something that I use a lot. Also one of the others that I'm using, this particular one I'm using it for shadows and it's definitely working. And here are my skin tones that I bought for myself. I just point out, you don't have to buy everything at once because, let's face it, it is not happening, but you can buy a couple of markers that you want to try to see if you're leaning to them. Do you like how they react to the different papers that you're using, and then get your collection bigger and bigger. Yeah, I know that from experience. So I think my first ones that I bought was maybe yellow. Definitely have to disappoint myself with yellow, and I think one of the blues, but I don't remember. Maybe it was some of the skin tones. Anyhow, over here is the second one from, like, where was it? From this is in the same page. They were actually in the same page. Yeah, kind of in the same page. And I posted this in social media before. I haven't posted this one. This is something that I haven't shared, and it's also a random doodle that I did just to lay out some ideas. But this one is old, and I think it's fitting to have something that is cut from different paper and added in one page. Over here I have a commission whips that I did for, this is for Tally and Commander Shepard. the personalized one, and this is the unborn child whip idea. This is something that I drew in one of my other sketchbooks, but I have it as a sticker, which I sent it to my Patreons, I think last year, maybe 2 years ago, I don't remember. I think it's last year, anyhow. And some random doodles from Mushroom Lady. This is when I get back into my drawings again, because I had the brutal art block for 2.5 weeks, which is kind of too much. And this one I started not showing it on social media, but then I started doing it, actually finish it in live stream in my Instagram, and I really do like how this one turned out. I definitely consider to, you know, just scan it and use it as a base for digital art. I think it will be looking good. And again, leaves. That's my whole idea from over there. The same turquoise blue color, just a random to those. And I think it's very you know, it's very cool to just lay down some colors and fulfill it with markers, and in the end it's looking good. Over here some tests from my oh, my voice. Spray art markers. I definitely need to resupply, even though I have to glue out this page because they're alcohol based, and they're definitely ghosting out the previous page. And as you can see over here, because they're very consistent with color, and I'm having this over here, so I cannot use this. Maybe we'll add some sticker or some other E5 postcards for my Patreons, but I'm not sure. This one is very, you know, just a random one, just to lay out and try some landscape. I'm forgetting the words. Just a random landscape, and draw it mainly. And first of all, I draw it with, you can see here, directly with markers, and then lay out a bit more markers so I can give that cohesiveness. It's very simple, not very engaging, like very complex and with the complexity and stuff like that, but I just wanted to fill this page and just to get into that zone so I can start something else that I'm having in mind for one of my other sketchbooks, but that will be in another video. So yeah, over here is another one of those blobs. I just go out of my comfort zone, and just when I'm having an art block, or when you're having an art block or want to just draw something, I definitely recommend you guys to try something like that. Get a marker or a color, whatever, a couple of colors if you like. Just randomly make a splash or so of colors, and then fill it with, you know, something. Like for me, for example, I have a refrigerator over here, a kind of a weird window, a drop, apple, pencil, oven, bag of cheese and milk and everything. You know, it's just trying to have fun, because let's face it, in a sketchbook you have to have fun, and there is no rules in there. This is one of the last things that I did in this sketchbook. This is from yesterday. If you saw it in my Instagram story, I like it how this one turns out, and this is also something that I drew, I think in 2018, I'm not sure, and I think it's filling in here. It's just fitting, because flower to have this cohesiveness over here, and over here I have my swatches for 2 colors. I also can blend them, but I was debating with myself to leave it on the white background, or to make a dark one so it can pop out, and then I decided I don't care, I'm gonna make it the black one so it can pop out a bit more because I like the way it turns out. I tried something here but I just left it and I didn't like it. And I have here my swatches from my jelly gouache. I just wanted to see how they will react in this paper. Maybe in the next sketchbook from illo I will try to draw more in here and try to not use too much water, because even though the paper is 170 grams, I don't think it will hold that much water that I'm usually using in my watercolors, so yeah. Over here I just have a random doodle. Over here as well. This is Zero from a.k.a.my. I know it looks like Zoro, but it's actually Zero, so yeah. And I like the sketch a lot. I think I will scan it and just reuse it as a base for some digital artwork. I really do like how this one turned out, and it's very, getting back into my mood of drawing. And I like her eyes. I definitely like her eyes, and then in general I like it. Over here are some portraits. It's a random from my imagination, not someone. Over here, of course, Tali again, some random doodle, maybe Liara, I don't know. And one of the things that I really do like in the sketchbook is this one. This is Venus. And I like how this one turned out, and I don't know, I've been there, been in Venice. I love it. Definitely, maybe when everything with this COVID situation is over, if I have the opportunity, I will definitely go back there. And here are some sketches of hands and the original sketch that I used, so I can reuse it over here. Where is that? Come on, over here. So this is the original one, and I reuse it here. So yeah. And last is this one ruler from the illo sketchbook that they sent me, and a quote. Who work with his hand, he's a laborer. He who works with his hands and his head is a craftsman, and he who works with his hands and his head and his heart is an artist. So I think it's fitting. So yeah, over here is the pockets. I really do. I'm happy that I have a pocket over here. So yeah, this is it, guys, with the sketchbook tour. I hope you enjoyed. I have to point out that this video is not sponsored. This is just me finishing a sketchbook, to be honest. And yeah, I will try my very best to give links to all the materials that I was using in the sketchbook, the A.k.a.my, the microns. You can find in the internet, so you can try them out. And yeah, I have to give a big shout out to my patrons again, because guys, you are amazing. Thank you so much. And if you like the video, give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel. And if you want to see more of behind the scenes stuff, like what I'm doing, what I'm working on, different projects, consider supporting me on Patreon. I will leave the links in the description below. So that's it, guys. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.